became a percussionist. My mother got me interested in drums because she played drums in college bands, so she got me into playing, and I learned how to play. I started playing on Sapelo Island. From that point on, I wanted to learn more and more about percussion, but as an African American person, a lot of who we are as drummers and percussionists and people who do rhythm has kind of been either supplanted or stripped away from us, and there's a reason for it, that I learned later in my life in terms of a very specific time and point in African American history when drums were taken away, when drums were banned in this country for a very specific reason, which had to do with Africans off the Sea Island coast, off the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, raising up in rebellion and using the drum to lead and to call people. And this is this moment where I was hit and knew that, the drum in African culture is not just something like in this culture, because of commercialism and all that, we've been taught that drums are it's just... And all it is like a groove thing for you to pop your neck, a feel-good tune, and that's fine, but there's another part to who we are as percussionists, as drummers, as people who have enculturated this idea of being the drum folk. That is, the voice and the drum go together. And in Stono, which is the place where the rebellion happened in 1739, is where Africans used the drums. The Angolans, the African Americans pulled together, teamed together, using the drum to guide them to make their way to Florida to a place called Fort Mose that the Spanish had set up. And one of the enticements was that Africans could come and do their practice, their religions. They could play drums, they could do what they want. All they had to do was fight against the Americans. So many Africans left. They used the drum to lead the rebellion out of Stono, and from that point, they in effect took the drums away. They took the drums away from African American people. They were banned. If you played drums, drums were criminalized. Okay, so if you played a drum, it was just like having a gun. And that's the way it went down in the book. So you could be skinned, beaten, killed, or whatever, tortured for having a drum. Probably anything short of killing you because you were a commodity. So they probably wouldn't kill you. Okay, and that ties into a lot of stuff. Gullah Geechee culture off the right coast of Georgia and South Carolina is absolutely power-packed and full of African-American, basic African-American cultural history. It's a repository for most stuff because it's the place where the most Africans were and were there first. Okay? So a lot of things came out of that, from the drum being the center of African life, spirit, and culture to being banned there, to the beginning developments of American prosperity and power on Wall Street. All that comes off Rice Coast of Georgia, South Carolina. Rice was king. Rice was king. Now, they took the drums away, but they could not stop the beat because Africans kept on enculturating this idea of using their hands, their bodies,